Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So lately, I've been having a lot of things on my mind, and one of those is that I really want to do some different types of videos on my channel. I decided that I'm going to start a series or something along those lines called Mom Life Mondays. And on Mondays, not every Monday probably, because this is my life and it's a hot mess, but on as many Mondays as I can, I'm going to put up more of like a sit down video or a different type of video than just a vlog. I really want to start broadening the types of videos I do on my channel. So my first Mom Life Monday video is going to be about being a working mom. I know not all of you guys are working moms, right? But I know that there are some working moms that watch me and can identify with me because I, unlike a lot of YouTubers, am a working mother. I work almost full-time, sometimes more than full-time, outside my home. My kids have to go somewhere else with someone else, and I have to keep my life together and their life together while I'm also holding down a job that does not really care if I have kids. I've been both a stay-at-home and a working mom, and I much prefer being a working mom. Working is very important to me. I've always worked my whole life, so when I became a mom, it was no different. Plus, I still have bills, and I still have to pay them. And I was a single mom for quite a while, so obviously I had to pay those bills too. So I have some tips for you guys today about being a working mom. So even if you're not a working mom and you think maybe one day you might be a working mom, or you are a working mom, or you just want to know about being a working mom, this is the video for you. So my first tip is to literally do anything you can ahead of time. That means pack lunches, set out outfits, do paperwork, pack your bag, pack the car. Literally, if you can do it ahead of time, the night before you have to get up and go to work, do it. Now that actually is a pretty good tip, I think, for most moms. I find that being a mom, the mornings are always a scramble, whether I have to work that day or not. So my number one rule is to always try to do as much as I can the night before. My next tip for working moms is to slow down. Slow down. Take some time for yourself, ladies. I'm serious, it's important. You need to take some time away from work, which is already very stressful, and kids, which are already very stressful, and do something for yourself. I don't care if you have to scream at somebody and tell them, hello, hi, I have to do something for myself today. You have to be adamant about it. Nobody's gonna know that you need a break and that you need to do something for yourself unless you tell them. Seriously, like even leave your kid at the babysitter for 30 extra minutes. Like sit in your car, listen to music really loud, or hell, do what I do and sit in silence. Tip number 3, make sure you're asking your spouse or partner or whoever for help. You are a superhero, but seriously, if you're both working, you can both do the dishes. I promise, they're not gonna die if you make them do the dishes. I like to leave a nice list when Tim has a day off that says, honey, I love you. Please do all of these things. But seriously, employ the help of your spouse. You may have to delegate a little bit because they may not see the same things that you do, but don't be afraid to be like, yo, help me out here, buddy. My next tip is really, really important. Are you ready? You gotta get a planner. You have to. I don't care what kind of planner you get. I don't even care if it's a notebook, but you have to get a planner because between kids' appointments and school crap and work crap, have to write it all down. When you're stretched thin from both working and child rearing, it's super easy to forget stuff. A planner might help with that, unless of course you're like me and sometimes you forget your planner and then you're lost. But my next tip for working moms is to be flexible. Things are never gonna go the way you want them to go every day. This is actually a tip for like everybody in the world. Just be flexible, go with the flow. Things are never gonna go exactly how you want them to go, and trying to fight for things to go exactly the way you want them to go is probably just gonna make your life more stressful. So you have to pick your battles, man. Your house is never gonna be as clean as you want it to be, and the laundry is always going to keep coming. So you have to just roll with it. Just remember, things will go wrong. It is the way that you handle those things that determines your actual reaction to them. If things go wrong and you freak out, then everyone's gonna freak out and everything else is gonna go wrong and you're gonna be upset. So be flexible. And my last tip has to do with the guilt. We all know that moms have a ton of guilt, and working moms have a whole extra layer of added guilt, and it sucks. Trust me. You feel guilty because your kid has to go to a babysitter and your friend's kid doesn't. You feel guilty because you missed your kid's first steps and your babysitter saw it. You feel guilty because you're tired and stressed and you gotta go to work and your kid's begging you not to go to work, and it sucks and it will drive you crazy. And I have dealt with guilt the entire time. And the guilt's probably never gonna go away. But the one key that I have found to dealing with the guilt is that you have to stay positive. Your kids still love you and they still know that you're their mom. And they're totally gonna be proud of you in the long run, because when they become adults, they're gonna know that their mom worked, and they're gonna know how hard that is and how hard that was on her, and they're gonna be happy and they're gonna be fine. And realistically, your job in the long run is to make your kids a functioning adult. So you're teaching them really valuable lessons by working. And don't get me wrong, stay-at-home moms are teaching valuable lessons by staying at home. This is not an attack on stay-at-home moms. I'm just saying that if you have to work, or you want to work, or you do work, and you're a mother, you're not doing anything wrong, and you should not be made to feel guilty for it. So those are my tips for being a working mom. If you've made it this far to the end of my video, thank you for watching. I know a lot of you may not be working moms, and I know some of you might be. And maybe those of you who aren't now might one day be working moms. So I hope you found these tips helpful. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Happy Monday, and thank you guys so much for watching as always. And if you're not, go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Facebook. The links are down there. And subscribe up here, because I would love you forever and I want to be your friend. So subscribe so we can be friends. All right, guys, I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.